Hey guys, Jeff here, Dice Setter. So this weekend I will be in Vegas. If you want to sit there and throw dice with me, you know what to do. dicesetter@gmail.com, and we'll hook up. The my most viewed video is titled "The Best Dice Set," something like that. The best dice set to use in craps, I think is what it's called. And I've made that a few years ago, and I want to improve on that because there is a better die set for you. There's a better die set for me. There's even a computer that will even tell you this. The biggest problem with that computer is that it helps you for here in the home, but we are not throwing for money at the home. We're doing that in the casino. So how do you do it? How do you sit there and get the best die set for you? Now, the best die set for me might not be the best die set for you, but so this is custom tailored right there, right then on the spot. It's pretty simple to do. The biggest thing is you got to keep track of your rolls. So pick your casino, pick your table. If you like this table, let's do it here at this table. If you don't like this table, don't like that casino, choose a different one. You want to get there either really early in the morning or really late at night. Now, the table will change. I will give you that. And you will change as well throughout the day, or you might throw differently the next day. Maybe you slept wrong. Who knows? But this will get you as close as possible the best dice set that there is out there for you. When I have a fantastic roll, many people go, "Oh, what was your dice set? What was your dice set?" I'd rather not say what my die set was because my die set might not work for you. Your die set might not work for me. So this is tailored specifically for the table, the dice that are used at the table, and you. And that's what we need. We need those three things. Early time at the table, late time at the table. You want to be truly the only one there. You want to do, I just say minimum bet. Either do the pass or the don't pass. Simple, plain, easy. You want to do 100 rolls. You want to keep track of what the dice land on. Not the combined, but each one separately. It'd be cool if you had somebody that could do that for you, so you're concentrating on making sure that your dice set is always the same, you're throwing always the same, so you don't have to sit there, take a pen out and go, and then you have to reset. It's simpler if somebody else were to do that for you. Once you have that information, I will show you what you can do with that information. It's incredible. I did this one time on a video like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and I showed you how to do it, and I really don't think it was too quick, and maybe you didn't get it. So I want to show you a longer way so you go, oh, you know, that's what you're talking about. And that way you have your personalized dice set for that table at that moment of time. Now again, different table, it will change. Will it stay somewhat the same? Yeah, sure, it will stay somewhat the same. But what if you could fine tune it? What if you could always roll what you wanted to roll? And I will show you how to do that. So 100 rolls, you want a left die and a right die. Now, to make it simpler at home, I use a different color die. You have green on one side, red on the other, whatever you want to do. Sometimes you'll sit there and not even notice it, but they'll actually cross. So that's how come that extra person there could sit there and say, no, you actually crossed. The right now is on the left and left now is on the right. If you have that extra person there, all you have to do is concentrate on making sure it is identical. Now, if you roll 100 times, will it all be identical? Of course not. Will your landing zone be spot on 100 times? No, it won't be. So that's how come we got to do an average. At least if it was 55 times or more, our average will probably work. It'll be close. It'll be close to what we are looking for. And that's all we're looking for. We're looking for that edge. We're not saying I can sit there and say, well, I'm going to roll midnight right now. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that it'll give us an edge And what we want to do with this edge is completely up to us. If you want to stay away from 7, we can do that. If you want to sit there and do, 6s and 8s, we can do that. If you want to sit there and hit that midnight, I'll show you how to do it. I sat there and did it, and in 2 rolls I did midnight in that one video. And I want to show you how to do it. So think to yourself, you're at the casino either early or late, 100 rolls. You're not going to lose $100. You're only on the pass sign, and again, you can do pass or don't pass. You can switch it up. Do one on one side, one on the other. It doesn't really matter. I don't think you'll sit there and lose $100 by doing 100 rolls. Really don't. You might be down 25 bucks if it's a $10 table. About that. So 100 rolls, you have your left die number, check marks of how many you did. You have your right die number, what you did. You get off the table and you look at it. You count the tallies up. And you go, on the left side, this one die has come up more than any other number. Then you look at the right, add those together, and you go, oh, this number here on the right side has come up more than any other number. And I'll show you what you can do with it. So here we go. Here goes today's video. Alright guys, this is the outcome, 100 rolls. I'm doing this upside down and backwards so you guys can see better, but hopefully it works out just fine. So 100 rolls, with my die set, 5 came up 62 times. That's the highest than all the other ones. And on my right, 3 came up 71 times. Now this is just make-believe, but it'd be close to that, somewhere around there. My die set was the 1, 2, 6, 5, just like you see there. Of course, it's backwards to me. It is completely right for you. And that is my die set I used for 100 rolls. The left side, 5 was the prominent number. So where is 5? Well, 5 is right there. On the right side, 3 was a prominent number, 71 times. So here is the 3. So for us to do our magic, and I want to roll midnight, just because I want to. Here goes 6, and I'm going to put 6 in the 3 spot. Excuse me, in the 5 spot. And then here goes 6 here, and I'm going to put 6 in the 3 spot, and the 3 spot was right there. I think I did that right. Of course, I'm upside down and backwards, so bear with me. I want to make sure I don't lead anybody astray. So my die set 1, 2, 6, 5, and I have this 6 in the 3 spot, which it was. And then I have this 5. I have the 6 in the 5 spot, and the 5 spot's there, and of course I do. So that is exactly the way it's supposed to be. Now, 6 is facing me, and 6 is this way, and that should produce a midnight. Now we want to verify that this won't cause 7s. We just don't want a 7. So we will rotate the dice around. Top, you have a 9, you have a 6, you have a 5, you have an 8. So it won't cause a 7 that direction. However, if we do that, we'll have a 7 on the top and on the bottom. So we don't want to do that. We can move this 6 this direction, and we can move this 6 that direction, and it will still keep it identical. So we don't want that, that's for sure. But we are allowed to sit there and move this guy like that. Our 6 is still facing me, and our 6 is still that direction, so that is correct. So that looks okay. We'll do 1 this way, That looks good. And we'll do one this way. That looks good. So, 6 facing this, and this is you shooting, looking this direction. 6 facing here. So by that means, we should sit there and have midnight show up. I wouldn't say all the time, but primarily that's what we're going to hope to see if we were to roll exactly the same way as we rolled before. And that's how you sit there and make the dice set that's custom for you. That might not work for me. This is how I make the dice set custom for me. That might not work for you. You can do whatever you want to. Say if you wanted, 8s to always show up, or 4s to always show up. Just put the dominant number in the place of what you want and roll the same way you were rolling. And you will sit there and see that there's always going to be one number that's going to be a lot bigger, a lot broader than all the other numbers. And that's the simple way to do it. There is a computer program that does this. But if you're at the casino where you're trying to make money, what are you going to do? I mean, you could enter all the stuff for you and it will do exactly what I showed you. Why not just do it on a piece of paper and just figure it out yourself? You don't have to sit there and run it through that computer. It doesn't cost you anything. You can figure it out yourself. You're pretty smart. That would be the best dice set for me, being that this is what I rolled with my dice set of 1, 2, 6, 5. So this will be my new dice set. Now if I was smart, once I figured this out, I would do another 100 rolls. And my number I want to hit would be midnight. So I would put minimum on the pass line or the don't pass. It doesn't really matter. Our dice set is good as far as we know that it should produce a 7. And then you would want to sit there and put $1 on midnight. Put $5 on midnight. And see how often are you hitting midnight. And again, 100 more rolls. And we're going to make sure that it does work like it's supposed to. That will change day to day, but not terribly. I wouldn't sit there and say if you're going to be at a casino for 3 days that you should do this at the beginning of every day. It should hold true unless you change your landing zone, you change how you're throwing, or the dice became a lot lighter or a lot heavier the next day. But this should stay true for a couple of days, so you just need to do it one time at the table that you choose. I could do this at my table, but my table is not at the casino. That's why you got to do this at the casino. And that is how you sit there and produce the best winning dice set right now to use. It might not work for you, but it's going to work for me. I hope that cleared a lot of things up. I hope you use that. I hope you sit there and just use it to the best of your knowledge. Just put it that way. Do the best you can with the information I've given you, and I tell you, you're going to sit there and watch the 7s go away, and you're going to watch whatever number you want be better, come out more. And if you want to do midnight, or if you want to do 1, pays more, why not? Midnight pays 30 to 1. So if you're to put $1 on midnight and 30 rolls doing this system here, as long as you are doing it correctly, you should hit that thing, I would say, once every 5 rolls. But it depends upon how good you are, how accurate you are, how it depends on the mood of the table. It depends upon who's next to you. Things like that. Thanks guys for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. Please tell me what you think. I really want to know what you guys think. Have you ever done this? And is it working for you? Thanks for watching, guys. Later.